Welcome back, Guardians. Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're taking a look at the best, easiest, fastest, most efficient method to farm for Artifice armor in Destiny 2 during Season of the Deep. Throughout this week in Destiny 2, the Grasp of Avarice is on weekly rotation, meaning that its master variation is accessible and capable of being farmed for those who have the 30th anniversary package. This was the very first dungeon that boasted master status, but at this point in Destiny 2 Lightfall, this is quite literally the easiest master dungeon available, which in turn is going to give Guardians a full week of easy Artifice armor farming. Artifice armor isn't quite what it once was, but it is still extremely beneficial to have. And with armor focusing mods applied to your Ghost, you'll have a much easier time obtaining the armor drops that you're in need of. Just like anything else in Destiny 2, the drop rate for Artifice armor is completely RNG based, so you will see armor dropping in the low 60s, even high 50s sometime. But since you'll be able to complete each of the encounters within this dungeon within just minutes, you'll have an ample opportunity to snag those 67 and 68 stat armor drops. You will receive rewards for the Ravenous Ogre encounter and the Fallen Shield encounter, and for the final boss encounter, you will receive 2 item drops that could either be weapons or armor. The Ogre encounter offers boots and class items, while the Fallen Shield offers gloves and chest armor. The final boss can drop any armor piece and any weapon from this dungeon, and it quite literally will only take you a few minutes to complete any of these encounters. Getting to the first encounter can be done in less than 10 minutes. With the use of Eager Edge swords or arc speed boosts, you could even shave this time down to 5 minutes. Once you get to the Ravenous Ogre, you'll want to be sure to start the encounter and wipe so that someone on the team can save the checkpoint on an alternate character so that you can continuously farm this or the other encounters. In a perfect world, you would want your team comprised of a Well of Radiance, which would be complemented by the use of a Thunder Crash, a Blade Barrage, Tether, and or a Gathering Storm, supercharged by Star Eater's Scale. This provides the perfect substrate for ultimate kick-assery, as you can then pair these up with a shotgun sword strat, or rockets. Both would be extremely efficient. Personally, I really enjoy the performance of the Lament Solar Sword, paired up with at least 1, if not 2 shotguns that come with 1-2 punch, Vorpal, or a few other select weapon traits. The Tractor Cannon can be a great option for a third player to use when running the sword and shotgun strat, as the Tractor Cannon will provide your entire team with 8 seconds of 30% increased damage against these bosses. That's 15% more than that of the Divinity, making the Tractor Cannon a much better option nowadays. The Lament itself can be of particular benefit in both the Ogre encounter and the final boss, as you will see barrier servitors and knights, which will be easily dropped with a few heavy hits from the Lament. If going with rockets, the Gallarhorn paired up with Two-Tailed Fox and a legendary rocket launcher like the Cold Comfort will be a fantastic choice. Warlocks can earn some major brownie points with the entire team for utilizing the Luna factions, which will provide everyone on the team with a substantial bonus towards reload speed while standing in your rift. Unlike many other master level activities, this dungeon does not lock you out of your weapon and armor loadouts while in the activity. This can become extremely beneficial towards ammo economy, as you can easily swap weapons. Most Guardians find the Ogre encounter to be the easier of the 3 encounters to farm. It only takes a few minutes to get to this point, which means you don't always have to rely on swapping checkpoints, which can cut down on your overall time investment. Even in a fire team of 2, this is an encounter that can be easily completed within 2 to 3 damage phases, and as quickly as 1 phase with a full fire team of 3. Personally, I find it best to farm the final boss, since he can drop all of the armor pieces, plus he drops 2 items after each completion. It only takes a few minutes to get through the Sparrow course, and a few extra minutes to get through the Fallen Shield. And since the Ogre encounter only offers boots and class items, the final boss offers a much more lucrative opportunity. The final boss does come with 2 minions that will spawn in at the start of the encounter and after each damage phase. One is a Shank and the other is a Vandal, but since you can get your supers and abilities back by collecting Engrams, you'll have an abundance of supers to use to take these two down quickly before you go to damage phase. When defeated, the Vandal will drop 10 Engrams, which can help towards the required 60 that you will need to activate each damage phase. It's not a requirement to defeat the barrier champions that spawn in around the map, but it will make things significantly easier for you, since they will tether and protect other fallen enemies. With each member of your team stacked towards maximum DPS, you can easily drop this boss in one phase, giving you an amazing opportunity to quickly farm for Artifice armor and Godroll Grasp of Avarice dungeon weapons in less than 5 minutes, to which I wish you all the best of luck throughout the rest of this week. We should see the Grasp of Avarice return once more as the featured rotating dungeon before the season ends, so be sure to take advantage this week while you have the opportunity. Thank you all for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated and both really do help support the channel. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what kind of armor drops you're getting out of this week's farm, and what god rolls you've gotten out of these weapons. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.